I am recently divorced, amicable split. I'm back in the dating pool again for the first time in almost 10 years, and this situation has me feeling beyond naive about the current dating world. For reference, I married the first person that I entered into a serious relationship with as an adult. We met when we were 19 and were together up until a year and a half ago. I didn't really date anyone before this person, so my dating expertise is lacking. I recently matched with a guy on Tinder, and we instantly clicked and had this really strong connection from the beginning. We bonded over having similar views on how relationships should be and what a lifelong partnership should look like. We both had similar goals to cut the games and BS that come with dating, and just find the person that we want to settle down with in life. He went on about his failed previous relationships and the lessons he learned that got him to where he was today. He was incredibly sweet, and we had common interests that we bonded over as well. We spent a lot of time talking on the phone and texting. He had a pretty busy social life and a conference for work he was attending this week, but we were able to meet up for a bit just to confirm we had chemistry in person before he was gone for 2 weeks. He was understandably busy at this conference during the day, but he made time to chat with me each night before bed. Honestly, this is such a huge red flag, but I was so caught up in the excitement of a new relationship that I completely ignored it. Only a week into knowing each other, and he would go on about how strong his feelings were towards me, and how he wanted to commit to me and spend the rest of his life with me. He'd go on about how he wished he had met me years ago, because he's never felt such a strong connection with anyone before. And he felt like the last couple years of his life, unsuccessfully looking for love, were such a waste of time that could have been spent with me if we had only met sooner. I relayed to him that I really liked him, and I was eager to see where things would go, but that I wanted to take things one step at a time, considering that I'm recently out of a long-term relationship and I'm discovering who I am again. He was always understanding and said there was no pressure for me to catch up to where he was in terms of feelings. Last night we talked on the phone for about an hour before he had to get some sleep, and our conversation got a little suggestive towards the end. But it was getting late, and he had an early morning and needed to get some sleep, so we cut it short. It was about 20 minutes later, and he's texting me that he just can't fall asleep no matter how hard he tries, because he can't stop thinking about me. Not my proudest moment, but we start sexting each other and exchanging photos. After we finish that up, we're still talking, and it's becoming apparent that we're both not going to be getting any sleep tonight. So I figured I might as well call him so we don't have to just text each other back and forth. He doesn't answer, but texts me that he wants to talk to me. But since he's sharing a room with someone, he needs a moment to get dressed and leave the room so he doesn't wake them. I've been on work conferences before, and I have had to share a double room with a coworker, so I didn't think anything of this. He calls me about 5 minutes later as he's making his way down to the hotel lobby. We're talking about our feelings, missing each other, eagerness to see each other when he's back, etc. When suddenly a woman's voice enters the background of the call. My heart drops. She's asking him if everything's okay, berating him for not getting sleep, complaining about how she doesn't want to have to deal with him being grumpy the next morning from not getting any sleep. This is definitely a girlfriend. Why he didn't hang up the call instantly, I'll never know, but I'm grateful that he didn't. Immediately after he does hang up the call, I hit social media trying to find him, but can't. So I start searching the name that he called her. I live in a small city, she has a unique name, so she was the first profile that came up. We even had mutual friends. Her profile picture is their wedding photo, and it's recent. I do more digging, and they've only been married for 3 weeks. I gather the most incriminating screenshots of our conversation, and I message her to tell her that he's a cheater. I apologize for not doing my due diligence and searching his background before getting invested. I make it clear to her that we haven't slept together, but we were physically intimate in other ways when we met up a couple days ago. She sees it immediately and is obviously in shock. She thanks me for being honest and breaks my fucking heart by asking me if I'm planning to continue to talk to him and see him. Obviously, I tell her no, but I tell her that if she needs more incriminating evidence, I could put on an act with him and continue. She kindly requests that I block him, which I oblige, and she's just telling me how she's completely blindsided. I mentioned that I saw on her profile that they're recently married, and she reveals that they're on their honeymoon right now. I'm completely shocked. We continue chatting with each other, and I'm offering her what little support I can, considering I'm the other woman and a complete stranger. She mentions that this is especially shocking to her because he treats her like a queen, and their relationship has always felt too good to be true. She confronts him about it, and he admits to it, and uses some emotional stuff in their relationship as the excuse for why he did it. My heart is breaking for this girl. I'm not sure what she plans to do, but I hope that she has the confidence to leave his pathetic ass and find someone better. I've learned my lesson to do my due diligence moving forward when it comes to dating. Thorough social media search from the very beginning, and I joined a "Are we dating the same guy?" group on Facebook in my area so I can be more vigilant. Just had to get this off my chest because I haven't really talked about it with anyone. Sail_away_w_me commented, so I don't think there's anything wrong with being upfront and talking about what you're expecting out of a relationship, etc. Basically all of your early conversations. I say this because IMO, what went wrong or seems obvious to me is that he started love bombing you within a week of knowing you. I don't know why they all do this, but seemingly every time a dude or person does this, it seems like a manipulation tactic. They're trying to speed up a natural process that typically takes much longer and get you on the hook as soon as possible. Maybe for 20-year-olds, it's possible love bombers are not all assholes, and some may just be very inexperienced and don't know how to handle, process the emotions they are feeling. But if a near 30-year-old man is love bombing, that should honestly be a massive red flag, IMO. It seems to work really well. I guess that's why they do it. But you should take it as a lesson learned, and don't give up just yet, IMO. Maybe just be a little more guarded in the first month plus and take things